Hello, hello, hello. Ayan. So, so good after, so good day class. So tutuloy lang natin yung discussion natin for financial forecasting. So we ended up discussing the cash disbursement example. So balikan lang natin no, yung cash budget natin is composed of two components, right? Yung cash receipts at saka yung cash disbursement. So, yung character na need nyo na malaman for the cash budget is being masunurin, 'di ba? Sabi ko sa inyo maging masunurin na kayo um, sa pag sa pag-execute ng cash budget or nung mga terms for cash budget or cash receipts and cash disbursement. So we ended up discussing this particular problem of the company that has the policy to pay 50% on its current month on the first month and um, the balance on the second month. Okay, so we have to consider also the discount taken for disbursement and the bad debts assumption for um, for cash receipts. Okay, so yung cash receipts and cash disbursement is part of the financial forecasting natin. So the next topic we will discuss is about the cash balance example. Cash um, budgeted financial position or budgeted balance sheet. So balance sheet or develop budgeted financial statement or financial statement, ito na yung pinaka-final na statement na kino-construct for financial forecasting. So yung financial statement or financial or balance sheet, hinuhuli siya or siya yung pinaka-last because lahat ng kailangan natin for na element for financial state for financial position ay nakukuha natin kapag natapos natin yung sales budget and then yung cash budget. Okay? So, ang pinaka-essential lang naman kapag balance sheet is yung ating financial part or yung ating contribution or yung ating investment. But other than that, lahat naman nakuha or lahat naman ng information ma-obtain natin sa um, sales budget at saka dun sa cash budget. Okay? So, ayan. So, tinitingnan ko dito guys yung if interrelated ba yung ating mga problem for cash receipt or cash budget dito sa ating financial statement. So mukhang hindi. So lahat ng amounts dito is or are assumptions. So siguro yung essential point for discussion dito is yung construction ng ating balance sheet or ng ating financial statement. So balance sheet is composed of the primary element of accounting, which is asset, liabilities, and shareholders equity or equity. So yan. So sa ating asset, so yan, asset natin is the resources of the company that is being used for the operations or operations ng company. So yan, we have two components of asset, current asset and long-term asset or non-current asset. So current asset, yung these are resources that are realized or being used in the operation within 1 year. Okay? After balance sheet, pag ginamit na siya for 1 year, um, yung account na yun or yung cash or yung account is classified as asset or as current asset. But if it is not to be realized within 1 year or more than 1 year, it is classified as long-term asset. So, current asset is composed sa ating example, cash, accounts receivable, inventories, and other current asset. So for our long-term asset and PPE or plant property and equipment, tapos yung kanyang accumulated depreciation. Okay guys, so yung for the budget, pwedeng it's not necessary or it's not required to put the beginning balance and these addition and subtractions. So ito in presenting the financial forecast of any financial statement, it should be the ending balance na. So dito kasi kaya siya may addition and subtraction to know or to have a brief movement or brief information about the movement ng account. So for the interpretation ng cash, so yung beginning balance natin is 830 and $830. So may movement siya from the cash receipts na 6,940, and then may movement siya for disbursement which is 7,399. So ito is a movement from the cash. So kapag in-evaluate mo siya sa ating ending balance, yung ending balance natin of cash is 371. Okay? So ating accounts receivable, so yung customer natin, meron siyang utang or meron tayong beginning balance na utang sa mga customer na 540. Tapos nadagdagan yung utang ng mga customer natin ng 7,200. And during the year, may nagbayad na 6,840. So ending balance ng ating AR to be collectible within 1 year ay 900. Okay? Meron din sa inventory, meron tayong beginning inventory dito, bumili tayo inventory 4,265 tapos ginamit natin yung 3,995 sa production, kaya ano tira sa inventory natin 425. Okay? Okay. So yan. So liabilities and shareholders equity. So liabilities, ito yung mga obligations ng company, maybe from the vendor, maybe from the government, maybe from the financial institutions. Kung nangutang tayo ng financial bonds, ayan. So kasama siya sa liability. So lahat ng liabilities or lahat ng responsibility, lahat ng pananagutan ng company is being accounted sa ating liability portion. So liability is composed of two components also. Current liabilities and long-term liabilities. So current liabilities, ito yung mga utang natin sa vendor which is accounts payable, yung ating utang sa government which is tax payable, or ating obligation sa government which is tax payable, yung current portion ng long-term debt. So current liabilities is defined as any accounts or liabilities that will be paid for 1 year. So current portion, ibig sabihin yung current portion ng long-term debt, ito yung portion ng long-term debt na babayaran mo for 1 year. Okay? So yan. So for our long-term liability, so ito siguro yung kabuuan ng ating current portion. So ayan. Okay? Okay. Sa shareholders equity, tandaan nyo lang yung CARE, si common stock, si additional paid-in capital, kung mayroong additional paid-in capital, and then yung ating retained earnings. Okay? So, dito din guys, yung presentation for this portion, balance sheet. Ayan. So, yung ating ending balance lang yung importante. So, for internal discussion ng company, siguro nilalagay lang nila yung beginning balance, and then yung movement for their discussions. But the ending balance is not being required by the company to avoid the other information, 'di ba? Medyo nakakagulo kasi to, intervening information about this. So and then to simplify the presentation. Okay? So yan. So how do we assemble the master budget for manufacturing firm or other firms? So yan. So in discussion for this or the diagram for this is to determine kung ano yung dapat na mauna sa forecast or kung ano dapat yung uunahin when we do the forecast. So at the top, so from the top tayo since downward yung mga arrow, yan. So down from the top, yung ating first to construct the forecast is our sales forecast. Why? Because sales forecast or yung sales, revenue, and other generating income ng company is a live stream sa organization. So they are the blood. So ito yung blood na mag-streamline dun sa ating operation. So lahat ng magiging product or lahat ng ma-obtain from this forecast will be used for operations only. Okay? So marketing and production department are the responsible partners or the responsible entities na makakatulong in forecasting our sales. Okay? So sales, hindi lang naman syempre puro kita or puro revenue yung kailangan natin i-construct for sales. Syempre yung revenue natin meron siyang matching na cost. Okay? So yung cost natin, so ayan yung cost of goods sold. So ayan, cost of goods sold and required direct materials, labor, and manufacturing overhead budgets. Ayan. So yung these components, ito yung ginamit for constructing our goods na ibebenta, di ba? To obtain our sales forecast or to generate our sales forecast. And the difference between the sales forecast, and ang ating yung ating direct labor or yung ating manufacturing cost and yung budgeted cost, ayan, yung cost of goods sold, the difference of them or the difference between them is yung ating budgeted income statement. So as per statement, ang unang ginagawa ay yung income statement, okay? Pero per operation, ang unang ginagawa syempre yung ating sales forecast and then gagawin yung direct material, direct labor, and manufacturing forecast and then yung ating cost of goods sold forecast. Okay? So ano ba nilalaman ng itong dalawa? Yung sa ating direct material, direct labor, manufacturing, overhead budgets, and yung budgeted cost of goods sold. Composition yan, syempre yung ating cost in producing one product and then yung other attributable cost to deliver the product sa ating mga customer. So yung ibang operating expenses will be included sa ating income statement budget. So different yung working paper for sales forecast, different yung working paper for production budget. Okay? Different to, and different ito. So budgeted income statement is the combination statement only of sales forecast and yung ating manufacturing cost plus yung ating operating expenses. Okay? So yan. Next to kaya sabi ko 'di ba nung unang-una pa lang medyo matrabaho yung sa income statement because mas maraming kino-consider diyan compare sa ating next statement which is cash budget. Cash budget just internalize the character of being industrious. Ayan, makakukuha niyo yung cash budget kasi susundin nyo lang kung ano yung policy ng company in collecting receipts from the customer and paying our vendor. Consider the cash discount and other rebates from the cash receipts and then yung mga bad debts for this budget. Okay? And lastly, yung ating balance sheet statement or yung kaka-discuss lang natin, medyo light kaya white na yung kaya nga white na yung kanyang box because very light na yung kanyang pag-create. So parang more of a construction na lang siya and you do not have any problem in the figures because yung inventory, just like yung accounts receivable. Yung accounts receivable, nakukuha natin yan agad sa sales forecast. Inventories, nakukuha din agad natin sa budgeted forecast. Okay? So, by doing some assumptions na kailangan for the forecast and supporting the assumptions, madaling makukuha yung mga amount sa balance sheet statement. Okay? Yan. So, budgeting in service organization. So, unlike manufacturing, medyo simpler yung budget for service organization. So, pag service organization, syempre mag-start pa rin tayo sa revenue generating statement, which is yung ating sales forecast. So, sales forecast, unlike manufacturing, si service wala siyang inventory. So, inventory ng sales forecast ay zero. But the budgeted cost of service should be computed and the other operating expense. So unlike manufacturing, dalawa yung kanyang statement or dalawa yung kanyang working paper. So sales forecast and then tong dalawa. So depende pa din kung gusto niyo gumawa ng separate na working file for for production cost and separate file for this area. Okay? So but the minimum working paper for manufacturing firm is 2 or 3 pagkasama yung budgeted income statement. So 1, 2, and 3. Pag service, so dalawa lang yung working paper niya, which is yung budgeted cost of service, ayan, and then yung budgeted income statement. Budgeted income statement is the combination na yan ng yung service revenue, ito, yung service revenue, yung budgeted cost of service, and then yung operating expenses. Okay? So, yan. And then, yung cash budget, and also the budgeted balance sheet. So, from the illustration, mas simple or mas maliit yung scope of forecasting kapag sales forecast because mas konti din yung kanyang scope compare sa manufacturing firm which produces the raw materials and responsible for finishing the product to be sold sa public. Okay? So, ayan. So, for budgeting retail and wholesale organization, so compare doon sa ating manufacturing sector, retail already selling yung mga finished product. So, ganoon pa rin, sales forecast. Meron pa rin siyang working paper for purchases since we are maintaining inventory and syempre yung ating operating expenses and marketing and administrative cost of budget. This will lead us to our budgeted income statement. And di pa rin mawawala syempre yung cash budget at saka yung balance sheet, budgeted balance sheets. Okay? Yan. So, ito dito sa illustration. So, yan. For retail and wholesale organization, mas simple to kaysa dun sa manufacturing sector na illustration natin last time. So, yan. Dito, si company, meron siyang estimated sales na agad. Ayan. Estimated sales, 300. Yung estimated ending inventory and beginning inventory given and the cost of the product or yung puhunan niya for a video is $1,725. So yan. So this is the format for purchase budget. Okay? So estimated sales or ito yung estimated na mabebenta ng company during the year. So 300. So, from the beginning balance na 2 and may ending balance na 5, so magkano yung kanyang bibilhin dapat for during the year para ma-meet yung sales na 300. So, tandaan nyo lang guys yung ating, tandaan nyo lang yung formula natin, di ba? So the operation is easy, but you have to think twice or think or analyze yung mga information na ilalagay nyo dun sa formula. So meron tayong estimated sales, i-add natin yung i-add natin yung ending inventory niya, and then i-less natin yung beginning inventory. So that brings us to the merchandise to be purchased during the year. And then the amount of the cost is 1725. Na estimated na cost of merchandise, yung binili or yung purchased merchandise is cost, ayan, $522,675. So, ayun. Ayun yung sa retail or wholesaling ng purchase. Since ayun lang naman pinagkaiba niya sa manufacturing. Diretso na sa purchase yung mga retail compare doon sa manufacturing na iba yung sa direct materials, and then meron pa sa ibang parts ng production cost. So yan. So what are the ethical problems na experience in preparing budget? So since budget is a forecast budget and a planning phase, that ayun, planning phase siya. So may mga ethical problem din siya pagdating sa presentation, syempre. 'Di ba? For example, ito yung mga budget na ginagawa for the government, 'di ba? So January pa lang, January, January pa lang, or latter part of the year kailangan magpa-approve na ng budget for the next fiscal year. 'Di ba? So sa Philippines, yung fiscal year kasi ng Philippines is every first Monday or last Monday ng July, or that is the SONA. So every SONA, that is the start of the fiscal year na isang government. So kaya October, November, December pa lang, yung mga senator and din yung ating House of Representative, ngarag na sila in proposing the budget kasi kailangan nila ipa-approve yun for the next fiscal year. Okay? So doon, syempre, upon discussion, merong mga ethical na problem na hinaharap yung members. Syempre, di ba? So for the apportion ng budget and the things to be needed doon sa budget. 'Di ba? So sa mga news binabalita kung ano yung mga allocations ng project or ng budget for the government, and nagkakaroon doon ng mga iba't ibang ethical problems. So for sensitive part, yung mga government, syempre, prone sila sa corruption, and then mas malaki yung fund na hinahawakan nila compare sa iba't ibang mga company. So yan, mas sensitive yung discussion for government. Syempre, sensitive din naman pagdating sa mga private na companies because every sector naman may ethical na requirement na sinusunod for budgeting. So what are the ethical problems in the budgeting? So budget can create serious ethical issues for many people. So the company must recognize the trade-off between encouraging unbiased reporting by manager and the use of budget information in performance evaluation and rewards. So yan, since yung budget is primarily constructed by the financial side, may mga andon, may mga bias na information because whether we like it or not, financial are very sensitive information, or it's a very sensitive topic to discuss. So 'di ba, kung pera na 'yung pinag-uusapan or budget na 'yung pinag-uusapan, hindi nagpapahuli yung ibang department. So, dapat meron din silang budget to be used in next period. So, doon nagkakaroon ng mga issues regarding sa budgeting. But the objective of the budget is to allocate them properly and allocate them according to the plan of the company, dun sa long-term plan ng company. Okay? So, the budget information, kung to ay forecast, syempre 3 to 5 years to, yung budget information for that period um, should be objective and supported always. Okay? So, budgeting under uncertainty. So, okay, the introduction of Excel um, is very ano ba to, important or very useful in situations like this. So, budgeting so this so budgeting under uncertainty or budgeting under sensitivity analysis. So, sensitivity analysis is a circumstance that we assume, nag-a-assume tayo for any circumstances na makakaapekto sa ating budget. So these are what ifs circumstances na what if circumstances na pwedeng ma-face ng isang company in doing the business, in doing their business. So ginagawa siya syempre, or um iniisip na siya ng mga manager syempre, maybe because of past transaction or past instances na na-experience sila in doing the budget or in doing the operations. So kino-consider na nila. So yun yung nilalagay nila dun sa budget or yung uncertainty. So questions like if the labor costs are 10% higher than the projected. So yun, isa yun sa assumptions na pwedeng i-include while doing the budget. So ano pa yung mga pwede? Diba? So for example, what if um, yung sales natin for next year tumaas siya ng 15%, 20%, 30% or more. So ayun yung kailangan gawan. So ano yung magiging effect nung increase na yun sa sales, sa production, sa cash, and then sa balance sheet. So that circumstances or that uncertainty can be done manually or can be done on the Excel or the spreadsheets. So the introduction ng Excel is very important for this kind of problems kasi we are or yung kayo or yung financial managers are expect or are checking on the effect of that circumstances kung mangyayari yun sa business. Okay? So, kung manually yun, medyo time-consuming siya. So, yung spreadsheet ay very useful for these circumstances. Okay? So, yan. Ito yung example so pinakita ko na to last time. So, ito yung example ng sensitivity analysis. So, mapapansin nyo dito, nagbago yung kanyang sales quantity, sales price, ayan. Ito yung sensitivity analysis. So what if tumaas yung price natin to 45? So with the same quantity, yung revenue natin, syempre mag-i-increase yan. But since hindi nagbago yung ating cost, ganun pa rin siya. Okay? 3,600. So wala tayong binago sa cost niya, but on the sales price, may binago tayo. So mapapansin nyo, revenue lang yung tataas. And net effect, yung operating profit natin, tataas din siya. Okay? So yan. Ganun din dito sa other examples. So ayan yung example of sensitivity analysis, but it is not limited doon sa sales price and the sales quantity. So meron din siyang pwedeng scenario for production, for purchases, for expenses, and Excel, and being knowledgeable in Excel can be useful for this scenario. para mas mapadali yung and mas accurate yung computation. Lalo na kung um, yung figures nyo for your forecast ay ganito kalalaki or millions. So medyo useful yung function na Excel for forecasting a financial statement. So yun guys. So I think ito na yung last slide for this topic. So natapos na natin guys yung 'di ba? Yung sales budget, cash budget, and then yung financial or yung balance sheet statement na budget. So um I will provide you the template for forecasting, and we will try to navigate the function of that template that can be useful to your future requirements. No? So yung hopefully yung ganun, yung template na ginagamit nagagamitin natin can be useful for your future requirements. So yun, ha. So thank you for your listening, guys. So see you on next session of online class. Thank you.